What's up, guys? DJ back here with another video, and today I have a very special topic that I wanted to cover with you guys. And today's topic is going to be covering the topic of funnels. Funnels is something that's not very often talked about, at least in the automotive space, but funnels are actually a very, very, very integral part of marketing. If you're in the marketing space at all and you listen to any of, let's say, any of Russell Brunson's books, Russell Brunson is like the godfather of funnels. So a funnel, I'm going to explain to you guys what the concept of a funnel is, what it does, why it's important, and how you can use and leverage a funnel for your own marketing system as a car sales professional. All right. So let's jump straight into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys as per se usual, and we'll go ahead and dive into it. Okay. So I'm going to present right here. Boom. Jump into it. Okay. So this is the power of a funnel as a car sales professional. Okay. So basically, on a high level, you have to understand that with marketing, there is a lead process that customers go through, and there's a journey that they go through in order to find you as a car sales professional and become a lead and show up at the dealership to purchase a vehicle. There is a process that they go through, and a funnel is a very instrumental tool in order to help you along with that process. Okay. So basically what happens is, you're doing some advertising, you're doing some marketing, right? You're putting out content, you're running some paid ads. And let's say people click on your ad, they see your ad, it intrigues them because it's your dream customer. They see that you have some great offer on a vehicle or a special for a specific, seasonal promotion. Let's say it's a springtime sale. And they click on your ad, and basically they go through a funnel to then go ahead and, get your information. You get their information and you get a few questions out of them, and you add some friction to the process to basically produce high quality leads on the other side that turn into people that show up and are ready to go ahead and pay you as a customer, right? So if you understand what a funnel is basically, like I said, a process that leads go through in order to become a customer, where there's a few stages that they go through in order to give you their information, answer a few questions, and basically book in a time with you to go ahead and see you. So you guys are going to understand this process. So the reason why a funnel is so important, we have to cover the whole idea of why adding friction to the process is important, right? Because what I see a lot of the time is, people will go ahead and they can click on a form, and a lot of the times the internet leads that people get, sometimes they're like, oh, I never submitted a lead. Oh, I don't remember anything about that car. And that's what happens to a lot of internet leads that, sales professionals get. And that's because there is no friction within the sales process, right? And that's because when people just fill out their information, they're barely just scrolling. Yeah, they put their information in just to get, a quote or find out on a specific special. They don't really think too much about it they don't really have to go through a much of a process in order to get the information that they want. So adding friction to the process is absolutely key in regards to making sure that the buyer is a quality lead. Okay. Because the more steps that you have to go through in order to become a lead, the more qualified that individual is, because they went through that process of giving you specific information that you're looking for. So the more friction that you add to the lead process, the volume goes down, but the quality goes up, right? Those two live on a continuum, right? The more quality you have, the less volume you'll have. The more volume you have, the less quality that it has. So as you go ahead and shift up and focus on more quality of leads, right? Which you should be looking towards if you work at, a dealership that works with more higher credit or people that look for prime customers. You want to add more friction to that sales process so that people can actually go through a step-by-step, regimen so that they can even become a lead in the first place, right? So we don't want just anyone to become a lead, right? Because the whole idea of the funnel is to save you time and legwork in order to get the right information that you need to go ahead and process them as an individual, right? So basically, what we're going to be able to do is once they go through the funnel, then we can easily identify who's a qualified buyer and who's not. And by being able to do that, if we know who's not a qualified buyer and who is, we can spend more time on what actually matters, which is selling the people that are actually qualified, right? There's no point in wasting your time with people who are unqualified. So the next step and the next idea is within a funnel, the funnel that I'm talking about, and I'll show you guys a little quick rundown of what this exactly looks like. Now that you guys understand what a funnel is and why it's important, I'm going to explain to you the details that go into the process itself, right? So basically, the funnel has a survey built into the funnel to go ahead and collect and extract key information that the prospect has in order to understand if they're a qualified buyer. Okay. So the survey just has some very simple questions. For example, what's the estimated credit range, income before taxes, down payment, what type of car they're looking for, some soft information that you would like to know in order to understand where that customer is at if they are somebody that you can actually help in the first place, right? So with this information, you can focus your time on leads that meet your criteria rather than having to spend time extracting that information from a lead. Because there's plenty of individuals that don't just shop for a specific type of vehicle. A lot of them will just, there's those customers that come onto the lot and they're like, let's see what you got. What type of offers do you have, right? They don't really know. So this is why the survey is important. And we can go ahead and extract that information from people that, don't really know what they're looking for. And that's where we can really help them out the most. Okay. So the survey then extracts that information, which then moves them towards a booking page. Okay. So again, the traffic goes through that first step, which was going through the survey. So now there is more friction. You're going to lose some people. Oh, they don't want to go through the survey, but the ones that do then go back and they go to the booking page. Okay. And honestly, out of every single aspect of the funnel, the booking page is the most important part of the funnel. Okay. So once we drive all that traffic to that funnel, they fill out that information. What we do is then the second stage of the funnel is that booking page. And why it's so important is because when people are prompted to go ahead and book in a calendar themselves, they are actually more likely to go ahead and show up to the dealership because they picked out the appointment themselves. And then from there, it dramatically increases the show up rate, right? So a huge key point that a funnel allows you to do that saves you a lot of time. Like you don't even have to worry about booking in and calling that lead. If they already booked it in themselves, the sales process is just as simple as looking at, what type of information they submitted, giving them a call, making sure that you confirm their information and let them know that their application looks good and that they qualify for whatever offer that you're promoting. And it's as simple as that. And that's why the booking page is so powerful. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. And not a lot of people very much know about why that booking page is so powerful. Okay. So then the thank you page is the last step in the funnel, right? Survey, booking page, and then you go to the thank you page. Thank you page is basically gives them an idea, lets them see who you are. And it's just basically like, hey, thank you. It's TJ from XYZ Motors. I just got your application. I'm going to look over it within the next few minutes. I'm going to get back to you here very shortly, right? So then that personalized touch point makes them understand where you are, who you are, where you are, what you do, and how you can help them out. So when they come into the dealership, they're coming in to look specifically for you, right? No question about it. So that is the process. And then from there, that funnel it then shoots that information off into your CRM, where the CRM has all of the data collecting, has all that information shown up for you there, right? So before I get into, the rest of these slides, I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what that process really looks like in the first place. So let's say once they have already clicked on your, the traffic has already clicked on your ad, it's going to get sent to a link like this, right? And this is the first stage of the funnel, which is the survey that I was just talking about, right? And like I said, the survey is to add friction to collect that information of, what people want to go ahead and get some information on. So, when they click on the survey and they get into the funnel, we ask some quick questions to really understand where they are as an individual, where they are as a buyer, what they're looking for, so on and so forth. So they go through the survey. So they get asked like what type of vehicle they're looking for, what their experience is with buying, how long have they been at their current job, what their type of income looks like, how much money did they have to put down, what's their estimated credit rating, and then they fill out their name, phone number, and email. And then from there, what they do is they go to that booking page, like I was telling you guys about, right? The booking page, which is the most powerful part of the entire thing. And then they book a specific time on your calendar for your own calendar. As a car sales professional, they're literally booking. This is how you book appointments straight to your calendar. It's so powerful. So once they go ahead and select the time and date, they fill out the time. From there, they go ahead and there would be your thank you video, basically saying like, hey, it's TJ from XYZ Motors. Just got your application. I'm located at XYZ. I'm going to go ahead and look at this application in just a moment, but I'll get back to you within a moment. So like I said, from there, the information then gets sent off to your CRM, right? And then the power of the CRM, I'll do a whole other video to kind of walk you guys through like what the CRM does and why it's so powerful. But now you guys have this lead in your system, and now all you do is you see, okay, cool. Like this lead has this much money to put down. They're looking for a sedan. They're still making payment, or this is their first time buying. They have a good credit score. They've been at their job for a while and they have a good monthly income. Perfect. Let me go get a hold of TJ real quick. Okay. And that's how you can, go ahead and respond to that lead. And that's why the funnel is so powerful. And then boom, with your calendar, you go ahead and actually have people book straight onto your calendar so that you know that this person's supposed to show up at XYZ time tomorrow. Right. So that's why it's so powerful. That's the entire lead process of the funnel. Okay. So that's what the process looks like. But there's also another point here that I would like to cover with you guys that also serves another role. So when you're running paid traffic, right? What Facebook has is it's called a pixel. And I can also make a video about this in the future, but a pixel is essentially a tool that Facebook uses to track website visitors. And so because that funnel is its own website, technically, you can install what they call a pixel so that Facebook tracks everybody that goes ahead and clicks on that on your funnel. And what they do is there's going to be a lot of people that click on that link and they don't go through and book an appointment. Okay. So the powerful part of it is then what you would do is once they have clicked on your lead, you collect that data from Facebook, and that data is within Facebook. And then you tell Facebook, hey, now that we have this pool of people that have clicked on this link, we're going to go ahead and retarget them with another ad. And these people are going to convert at a very, very, very low cost because a retargeting ad hits people that have already interacted with your brand and they already know who you are and they have some familiarity with you, right? So that makes that person a lot more likely to then convert into an appointment, because people don't always just buy off the first go. They don't always become a booked appointment off the first go. So that's why retargeting data is so powerful, because once you've then collected their information and their data, then you can actually retarget those people again and get the people that slip through the cracks and actually get them through the funnel again. So it's like, okay, they fall out of the funnel and they go back into the market, and then you hook them back in with another ad and throw them through the funnel again. So the funnel is very, very powerful, has this kind of like feedback loop effect where people don't slip through the cracks, right? So very powerful, powerful stuff here. So high level overview, like I was saying, the funnel is supposed to help make lead generation super easy so that all you have to do is basically just check your calendar, see who's scheduled, look at the quality of the lead, and then, obviously call, confirm the appointment, make sure they show up, purchase a vehicle, so on and so forth, handle the lead properly. But a funnel is necessary for you at scale because when you're driving a ton of traffic, you want to maximize your time so that you're handling prospects that show up to the dealership and that are qualified for your vehicles and your product. Okay. So super great, tool for you guys to look into. This is one of the tools that we use personally within our advertising Facebook ad funnel strategy. I can make a video about that in the future as well. But it's a really great tool that we've been using for a lot of our clients, and I just wanted to share it with you guys and help you guys understand why it's so powerful and how you guys can build something similar. Because it's helped our clients generate a ton of high quality leads, people with great credit scores, and people that are literally booking straight onto the calendar, showing up to the dealership, without them having to lift much of a finger. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to go ahead, leave a comment down below. I would feel happy to make any, videos that would help you guys out in the future. If you would like to see if I can personally help you out with this in the future, then book with the link down below onto my calendar, and I can see if I can personally help you out, build something like this for yourself, and learn how to use all these tools, market yourself in the automotive space, and really take yourself to the next level. But otherwise, I really genuinely hope that you appreciate the value that I spend the time to put out and that you learn more about marketing itself. But other than that, I will catch you in another video. Peace.